We got some new updates on the Lakewood tragedy. Let's take a look. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal back at it again with another pop-up video. Be sure to follow me on all my social medias, The Pascal Show, one word. Hit that like button down below. Let's not forget to crush that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube, and if you're watching on Facebook, please be sure to crush that follow button on my Facebook page if this is your first time checking out this channel right here. And also, please go over to my secondary channel, The Pascal Show Clips. Please go and crush that subscribe button over there. I'm putting out new content and other content over there and clips from my live shows over there as well. So please go make sure you are subscribed to that secondary channel, The Pascal Show Clips. All right. But anyway, as you guys already know, we have been covering this Lakewood Church tragedy, this Lakewood Church, this mega church tragedy that just happened yesterday on Super Bowl Sunday. There's been a lot of questions about who this monster is, who the assailant is, what exactly is going on here. Of course, more details on what happened to this little boy. We got some new updates and some corrections on his age and all that throughout this press conference that just happened just a little bit ago. And I told you guys I'd keep an eye on it, but I wasn't able to catch the live at the time, but I wanted to share with you guys regardless, okay? Because I'm keeping an eye on this situation. We need to take a look at this. Now, the thing is I'm only showing you guys the main piece, the details on what happened, okay? There's a much longer, it's like a 45-minute long press conference. I suggest going over there. I recommend you guys going over and checking out the full thing for yourselves. But this particular officer is giving us details on exactly what happened to this assailant and the little boy. And I'm hearing this kid was hit in the head. That's the reason why this kid is in critical condition. I mean, this is absolutely terrifying, unthinkable. But hey, this is the information that we know so far. Let's take a look at this. And again, the other piece I want to say too is we are all still trying to figure out what was going on with this particular Genesee. Okay, what is their story? Let's find out in this press conference. Again, just a sprinkling of a little bit more information. So let's take a listen to the whole thing, shall we?
Last name Hassig. I just want to talk about the investigative steps, where we're at, what we've accomplished so far, and what we're going to be doing moving forward. All right. Please be mindful. We are approximately 24 hours into this investigation. It's very fluid.
Very new.
The investigators under my special investigations unit have been working around the clock and gathering information this entire time.
Understandable.
So Sunday, yesterday, February 11th, at 13:53, at 1:53 p.m., we had an individual pull up in front of Lakewood Church on the west side of the building off of Timmons. She gets out of her white vehicle. She opens the door, pulls out the 7-year-old child out of the back seat, as well as a bag that is with her. She confronts a security guard who lets her in along the west side of the building. At 1:55 p.m., she immediately starts firing inside of the hallway on the west side of Lakewood Church. She's in the hall, not in the sanctuary.
Okay.
Multiple rounds are fired by her, at which point Officer Moreno of the Houston Police Department, working an approved extra job at the location, as well as TABC Agent Herrera, return fire, and the exchange is all there on the west side of the building in the hallway.
Now, I think that's very crucial. Obviously, there are videos being shared like crazy right now, of people filming inside the actual arena, inside where the main, where the main, events happen inside that area. The fact that she did not make it past the entryway is crucial, because she could have done some serious damage. Let's be real. But that is important. Okay. She did not get past the entryway. So that is confirmed for sure now.
Multiple shots are exchanged by all three. She eventually falls to the ground.
Mm.
The 7-year-old child, it falls to the ground as well from gunfire, one gunshot wound to the head.
There it is. Now, I think this is crucial. Number one, it's a 7-year-old boy. Okay. 7-year-old boy instead of 5. Because, there were reports saying that this was a 5-year-old boy. This boy was 7 years old. Still doesn't matter. Still heart wrenching to hear that information. But the fact that this little kid got hit in the head is big. And the fact that he says when the assailant went down, the boy went down too. So, of course, I'm just assuming, all right, because they don't give much information here in a second. I'm assuming that this piece of work, okay, this Genesee Moreno was holding this child like a human shield. That's my assumption. When you hear her going down and the boy going down too, that doesn't seem like it makes any sense. You see what I'm saying? So still devastating information. And Moreno, if this is true, Moreno,
like has been mentioned earlier today, he is in critical condition at this time.
Yeah.
And at 2:07 p.m., she is pronounced deceased by Houston Fire Department personnel. Other things that we know at this point in regards to the investigation. Our shooter,
poor kid,
is identified by driver's license as Genesee Moreno, 36 years old, Hispanic female. There are some discrepancies. We do have reports she used multiple aliases, including Jeffrey Escalante.
Multiple.
So she has utilized both male and female names, but through all of our investigation to this point, talking with individuals, interviews, documents, Houston Police Department reports, she has been identified this entire time as female, she, her, and so we are identifying her as Genesee Moreno, Hispanic female.
Now, that's the thing. We've all been wondering, is this individual, the person, this monster that came in and did this unthinkable, horrendous thing, is this person female, but identifies as male, or vice versa? And even police are still trying to figure that piece out. But given the fact that this individual had aliases under the name of Jeffrey Escalante, again, a lot of questions here. And of course, we're going to find out soon enough, okay, by 5-0. But right now they're saying she is female, and that's what we know so far. So let's continue.
There were 2 weapons of hers recovered on the scene. An Anderson Manufacturing AR-15, which was what she utilized to fire at the officers. There was a sticker on the buttstock of the rifle that stated Palestine. A sticker simply stated Palestine on the buttstock. Also within the possession of near her, what she brought in, according to video, and she had in a bag, was a .22 caliber rifle by Blue Line Solutions.
So she came suited and booted, everybody. She did have another weapon with her in that bag. So she came ready. And clearly to me, she had plans on, if she gets through the front door and through that entryway, she planned on doing a lot more damage if she was successful. Thank God she wasn't successful, but man, this is some crazy stuff.
She had that. She brought that in. She did not fire that weapon. We do have her vehicle. We are in possession of that. We will be processing that and see if there is more evidence. We want to thank our federal and state partners for their assistance in helping process the scene. We have uncovered some items. We do have some anti-Semitic writings that we have uncovered during this process. But like I said, we are 24 hours into it. It is very new. We are getting new information as the hours change. And so we are going to be delving into that more.
That's very interesting. And this makes you wonder if she has writings, right? If there were these types of statements and writings found in this book bag or on her person, it makes you wonder if she left anything behind that would, like a manifesto, guys. Let's keep it real. Maybe she left something more. He is saying that this individual had writings on her person. So I'm wondering, what were they exactly, right? But there's something interesting here, which you're going to hear in just a second.
But we do want to stress that she acted alone. We do believe this was what we term a lone wolf, lone suspect situation. We do not believe this is part of a larger nexus. She is not part of a larger group or set of individuals. We believe that Genesee Moreno acted alone.
Yet there are reports, at least an eyewitness, saying that there was rumors being said throughout the Lakewood Megachurch that there may have been 2 assailants on the premises, but we haven't heard anything. And of course, police are now saying no, there was only 1 person so far. So let's continue.
We do have some facts that she was put under an emergency detention order by Houston police officers. We believe in 2016. We do believe that she does have a mental health history that is documented through us and
that's big,
through interviews with family members.
Interesting.
And we do want to state that through our investigation, I mentioned anti-Semitic writing. We do believe that there was a familial dispute that has taken place between her ex-husband and her ex-husband's family, and some of those individuals are Jewish.
Interesting. So she has an ex-husband. I guess there was a dispute. Maybe it has to do with the kid, the 70-year-old boy, etc. And that may have been the thing that set her off. It may be the thing that triggered her. We don't know, but very interesting. And of course, from my understanding, the husband or the ex-husband is Jewish or of Jewish descent. So that's very, very interesting as well. Let's continue.
So we believe that might possibly be where all of this stems from. We ask anybody with information to please call the Houston Homicide Department, 713-308-3600, or Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS, TIPS, if they have any information regarding Miss Moreno or anything that could assist us with this investigation.
Thank you very much.
Now this is really wild. Okay. Obviously there's still a lot of holes that haven't been filled as far as questions, right? There's a lot of pieces to this puzzle that are not filled up yet. And hopefully, we get a little bit more insight on what is going on here, but we don't really know what happened with Genesee Moreno and what made her do what she did. And clearly when they do their investigation and dive into this more, maybe we'll get more information. And I'm curious. They say that there was writings found in that bag or on her person. And I'm wondering, could it have been a note? Could they have left something behind to say, hey, this is why I'm doing this and whatever, So I'm curious as to what else is being said or what was written in these notes. The other thing, too, is, of course, we have a 70-year-old boy that's fighting for their life right now in the hospital. And now we find out exactly where this little boy got hit. To me, that says that this boy was being used as a shield. That's unbelievable to me. At least that's how I conjure it up. I'll leave that decision up to you as well on what you think. But to me, it sounds like she clearly brought the boy so that maybe she was thinking that maybe I can get through this with him in the way. They won't hit a little boy, would they? Right? And unfortunately, that's not the case. And I'm wondering if that same bullet is the thing that took her out as well, depending on where or how she was holding her 70-year-old boy. Again, if she was holding the baby, if she was holding that 70-year-old up, that's another question as well. But again, no matter what was it? Was it just a full-on argument or a family dispute between her ex-husband or her estranged husband, whatever, and dealing with custody or something with the child? What could it be? And then the other question is, why would she target Lakewood Megachurch of all places? Why there of all places? I'm quite curious about that. This whole thing is very confusing nonetheless. No matter what, even though they've given us a little bit more information here, it's still very confusing. And hopefully we get more information and we get some more clarity as the police do their investigation. And when they do get that done, we'll be here to talk about it for sure. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. My prayers go out to every single victim, every single survivor of this tragedy. My prayers and all kinds of healing energy over to that 7-year-old boy, because that 7-year-old boy didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that at all. And I'm hoping that he gets to go back to a safe home environment. And I'm wondering why he was still with his mother, if his mother had a history of mental health, and it seemed like violent mental health issues. But I digress. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Don't forget to crush that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. And of course, crush that follow button on my Facebook page if you're watching over there. It'd be great to have you part of the Pascal Show family on both platforms. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.